Call to order the special session of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs on Tuesday, July 30th, 2024 at 5:30 PM. Roll call, please.
Mayor Vaticiotis.
Here.
Vice Mayor Kulyas.
Here.
Commissioner Eisner.
Here.
Commissioner Kulianis.
Here.
Commissioner DiDonato.
Here.
All right. Well, this evening's special session is to finish up on the work that we do have for the referendum on the proposed spoil site purchase. And we're going to start off with Agenda 1. Mr. Salzman, if you could read ordinance 2024-05 by title, please.
Mayor, did you want to look at public comments first?
Yes. Thank you. Are there any public comments?
Are there any public?
There's two residents here. Let me go. Mr. Jump, are there any remote access comments? Hello? Mr. Jump?
Is there anyone from the public that would like to stand in for Mr. Jump?
I didn't quite hear you.
You want to check it?
Oh,
Scott.
technical difficulties?
Yeah, we had some technical differences earlier. I'm seeing if we got it resolved.
All right. See what you started, Mr. Salzman.
I was just following the agenda.
I know
Mayor.
it's on the agenda, so. It's almost like a mystery. Shadows are crossing back and forth.
We do not have any raised hands at this time.
Thank you, Mike. That was Mike Rice, right? Rice's?
Mark Jump.
That was Mr. Jump. Thanks, Mr. Jump. All right, let's go to Agenda Item 1, Ordinance 2024-05. This is the second reading. If you could read the ordinance by title, please.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2024-05, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, submitting to the electors of the City of Tarpon Springs a referendum question and ballot title for the purchase of the Stamus property located on L&R Industrial Boulevard from Anclo Properties LLC for the use as a permanent dredge spoil site, expanded water utility facilities, recreational trail parking access, and other municipal uses, and providing for an effective date of this ordinance. That is ordinance 2024-05, read on second reading by title only and published in the Tampa Bay Times on July 10th, 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Salzman. Are there any public comments on this item? Mr. Jump, are there any remote access comments?
If anyone online would like to speak on this item, please raise your hand and you'll be allowed in to talk. And we do not have any raised hands at this time.
All right, thank you. Let's go to the commission. Anyone have any comments? Okay, if there are no comments, may I have a motion to approve ordinance 2024-05, authorizing a referendum question to purchase the Stamus property on L&R Boulevard?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner DiDonato.
Yes.
Commissioner Kulianis.
Yes.
Commissioner Eisner.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kulyas.
Yes.
Mayor Vaticiotis.
Yes. Item 2 is to approve the election contract. Ms. Jacobs, I'm going to leave it to you as far as any comments.
This is just our standard contract, and it has been reviewed by the city attorney, and it's
Nothing
basically
to
to
it.
conduct this
Okay.
election.
Let me go to public comments. Are there any public comments for anyone that's in the auditorium? Mr. Jump, are there any remote access comments?
If anyone online would like to speak on this item, please raise your hand and you'll be allowed in to talk. And we do not have any raised hands at this time.
All right, thank you. Commissioner comments, Vice Mayor Kulyas?
No, I just, we've talked about this, this referendum question, and I truly believe it's up to the residents to decide.
Um, Say that again a little louder.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yes, we've talked about the issue, and I think it's up to let the residents decide. I'm
Okay.
fine with it.
All right. Anybody else?
I still
Commissioner
don't, I
Frank?
did not hear what he said, so I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Commissioner DiDonato could not hear.
I think it's just time to let the residents decide on this issue, so I'm looking forward to letting them decide.
Commissioner Eisner, got any? Thank you, Commissioner DiDonato. Commissioner Eisner,
No.
anything? Anything? Okay. If there's no further comments, roll call, please.
We need a motion.
Yes,
That would help, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I have a motion to approve the election contract dated R4 November 5th, 2024.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Ms. Jacobs, roll call, please.
Commissioner DiDonato?
yes,
Commissioner Kulianis?
Yes.
Commissioner Eisner?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kulyas?
Yes.
Mayor Vaticius?
Yes. Okay, the next one is something that we had to wait until ordinance 2024-05 was approved to get the resolution with the ballot language, and it's resolution 2024-22. Mr. Salzman, if you could read the resolution. I guess you have to read the ballot language as well, right? The proposed, or maybe just the title?
No, just the title.
Okay.
Resolution 2024-22, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Tarpon Springs, Florida, calling for the special referendum election to be held in conjunction with Pinellas County's general election to be held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, for the purpose of providing for establishment of the ballot title and substance for a referendum question on the purchase of the Stamus property on L&R Industrial Boulevard from Anclo Properties LLC for use as a permanent dredge spoil site, expanded water utility facilities, recreational trail parking access, and other municipal uses, providing for said election, submitting said referendum question to the voters, providing for notice to the supervisor of elections, and providing for the effective date hereof. That is Resolution 2024-22, read by title only.
Okay, thank you. This was the resolution put together by the city staff, I would assume, and then reviewed by our attorney, is that
Yes.
right? Okay, and then it was given to us as part of our package for this evening, and I took a look at it, and the only, apologize for a late recommendation for a change, but I felt that it was important as we try, as the staff is doing with whatever they ask for approval these days, they tie it to how it fits in with the comp plan and the strategic plan, and I felt it was important to include that in the ballot language. And also, I knew that somebody would ask where in the comp plan is referred to the dredging and the river itself. So I compiled this, went through the comprehensive plan, which also cross-indexed the strategic plan and provided these comments here. So it's basically referenced in 5 out of the 13 elements to our comprehensive plan. And I'm not sure if anybody wants to discuss that. I think that the first version was just slightly repetitive, and I want to make sure somewhere along the line we make a clear case that is consistent with the strategic plan and the comprehensive plan that the residents had put together. So I'm going to, City Manager, of course, you got anything to say on that, or?
no, again, both versions meet the amount of language, the words and stuff, it's the wording, so either one is sufficient for you to approve tonight to put on the ballot, so.
Let me go to Vice Mayor. Did we go to public comments yet? We did not. Or did we? We did not go to public comments on this. Public comments, are there any, there is anybody in the auditorium except our two favorite ladies that are at every meeting, sitting way in the back? Are there any remote access comments, Mr. Jump?
If anyone online would like to speak on this item, please raise your hand and you'll be allowed in to talk. And we do not have any raised hands at this time.
Okay, let me go to the commission. Vice Mayor Kulyar, do you have any thoughts on one way or the other, or anything else that you would like to
No,
see? Mr. Salzman took a quick look at the second version as well. I think he was
Yeah,
okay.
either version is acceptable. It's just a question of, I think there's a difference in 5 words between the two. So they all meet the requirements and I think addresses the issues, but whatever the board is more comfortable with.
To me, I'm not gonna, take a strong stand on this. I just thought it was important that we tie things together. So go ahead.
Mayor, I think you brought up a good point, and after looking at it and the possible revision, I think the first one, the last sentence, does become redundant in what the purpose of the purchase of the property is, and I think the second one, it's shorter and it does let the residents know this is set up for the strategic and comprehensive plan and is for the needs of the future needs of the city. So I have no problems accepting the revised one. And we have to let the residents know that pretty much every decision we do is based off the charter, the strategic and comprehensive plan, and everything for the city and how it all blends in together. So I think that last sentence and that change up is good, and I would like to support it.
Thank you. Commissioner Eisner, got anything?
So I would have been happy supporting the first or the second. I really don't have much preference. I mean, it's a bit of semantics, but it's okay. So I have no issues with that.
Okay. Commissioner Kulianis, your light's on.
Using the buttons today.
I'm teasing you. Go ahead.
No, my only concern, I have no issue with that language, but I just want to reaffirm with the city attorney, because one thing we can't do in these referendums is steer people. We can't, we have to give them facts, and we are not supposed to put opinions in here. I don't think this does that, but I just want to ask the attorney, because when we say the acquisition is consistent, are we making some form of a judgment that could be taken as steering the reader?
I don't think so. I think we're giving information which you're allowed to educate on this, and it's a decision. I mean, one of the bases for this is that it is consistent, right? So I think that's
But
an
is that
important-
is that a judgment that we say it's consistent?
It's an internal judgment, I would say, from our city staff. So
If you're good with it, I'm good.
yeah,
Okay.
I can't look. I'm not going to say that people don't challenge these, but I would be surprised if that would be the term they would challenge it on.
Okay.
I think I would be concerned if it wasn't consistent with our comp plan, and
Well, but that's a judgment that it's consistent, or in that case, are we steering the reader to believe something? I'm not saying it's not. I believe it is consistent, but I'm
I
just
mean, I
talking
would
about the
think if
wording.
it, right,
I'm talking about the
I
wording.
would think if it
That
was
the
a
wording
more
can't be
direct,
challenged.
we need to do this because it's consistent with the comprehensive plan, right? You know, it's not saying that.
Okay.
it doesn't matter to me.
No, but again, we're talking about whether language can be challenged. And if the attorney believes he's comfortable with this, I'm comfortable with it. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. Salzman's comfortable with it.
And therefore, I'm comfortable. Thank you.
All right. Commissioner DiDonato.
Well, I was going to echo what Commissioner Kulianis just said. I like either one. I think maybe the first one is a little bit more, but certainly the second one basically is saying
Well,
the same
let's go
thing.
to, I mean, the
Saying
first
the same
one.
thing, so
Right. The first one is more plain.
yes,
Language, and, but I don't think the commission, somewhere along the line, and Ms. Jacobs pointed out that there is a reference already in the resolution with regard to the comprehensive plan in this question. But as you know, there's a lot of, there's a lot of things that we have to defend these days. that are common sense, but, you know, it's like, as I said, if someone's going to say, well, you know, you guys did a strategic plan and comp plan, where is it in that? Well, here it is, right there. And so maybe we can put that and work it into the narrative of the, Mr. LaCourse, on the narrative of the, you know, whatever we hand to people. Either way is fine with me. I mean, I agree that the first version is more plain, it's a little repetitive, but maybe you need to
But
repeat it.
there is a conclusion in the first one too, because you're saying this acquisition supports the city's infrastructure. So the same conclusion is, there's a conclusion in each one. So if we have a problem where somebody's going to challenge that position, it would be in either one.
All right, well, let's throw faith to the wind. Let me have a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the revised version as recommended by the mayor.
Okay,
Second.
So,
all right. Roll call. Are there any other further comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner DiDonato?
yes.
Commissioner Kulianis?
Yes.
Commissioner Eisner?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Kulyas?
Yes.
Mayor Vaticius?
Yes. Okay. I think that's it. Let me go to, just for the sake of killing a few minutes, any staff board comments. Chief Young, you got anything? Okay, Mr. Salzman?
No, Mayor.
Yeah, I want to thank you for being here, Mr. Salzman. And initially, I thought that we may have not needed an attorney for this, but actually, I'm glad you're here.
Thank
So,
you.
Yeah. City Manager LaCourse.
Just an update from Saturday. We've begun talking about the contract with the new city manager. We're anticipating an October 1 arrival. Obviously, there may be a little leeway in there. Obviously, he has to get his whole city's budget in, passed, and done before he goes. But we are figuring right now, and we still got the contract that we've got to get on agenda, his physical and stuff. So right now, it's a give or take, unless he needs more time to close things out of his community. We're probably looking at an October 1 being on board.
October or November?
October.
Okay.
October 1, although there may be of some circumstances,
That
you know,
might take it to November
a
1.
week or two to clean, but that's what we're anticipating, everything going well. And we've already started the process. I don't know if we're going to get it on the 6th agenda, but it'll definitely be the contract. We're working to see if we can, but beyond it, but everything's already started and going well, and with an anticipated date of coming on board.
Ms. Jacobs?
I have no comments, thank you.
And then, Frank, you got anything? Mike?
No
Anybody
comments.
Got anything? John? I just wanted to kind of say that this month, August 1st, is starting like in a couple of days. And this week's Friday is first Friday for August. So time is moving along, and there isn't any urgency or immediate things that need to get done, but we can't waste any time in keeping focused on what we need to do. I know that there's a tremendous amount of distraction going on right now, and I'm hoping that that will resolve itself in one way or the other in the future. And I just want to keep us focused. I know we're going to go into the workshop, and I'll probably say a little more about that at that time. So I want to adjourn the meeting, and then we're going to reconvene with a new meeting at 6:30 p.m. So meeting adjourned, 5:49 p.m. We have some.